superstar in the eyes of people, but to himself, he's just a regular guy. He's one of a kind. He's the ultimate in his position. He's a perfectionist, and he enjoys his privacy.
In many ways, John Stockton has been a reluctant basketball star, avoiding the celebrity spotlight whenever and however possible.
That's John Stockton. You got to know him, you got to understand him, and he's a family man all the way. And well, I'll tell you what, if I had a son, I've got $3, I'd like to have a son like John Stockton. In fact, I'd like to adopt him.
Spokane, Washington. This is where Stockton grew up, and where he returns to be with family and friends, those who know him best.
I think that's why he likes to come back here. I think he can be himself, and he's not expected to be John Stockton, the basketball player, the NBA All-Star, the dream teamer. I think he's expected to be John Stockton, the kid who grew up 2 blocks down the street.
Coming from Spokane and going into the NBA was a big, massive thing to him, but it didn't overawe him, and he saw no reason to change, so he didn't.
Look at the stars, quote unquote, right now, and then you look at John, and they're 2 different people. You know, as far as you want to have kids and say, look at this guy, this is what you want to be like, I'd say he's a star that way.
Stockton lives in Spokane in the off-season, buying the house next to his parents' home, where he developed his trademark toughness in battles with his brother Steve.
His ego is that he's super competitive, and he doesn't, you know, he just as soon not lose to anybody in anything, whether that's playing pool in the basement or basketball on a Sunday afternoon.
But I don't know of anybody that John doesn't like except the opponent during the game. Then there's hate. I never saw a guy come out and play with the vengeance that he plays, or the tenacity he plays with. I would hate to think if he was 6'7" and weighed 250 pounds, we would have bodies strewn all over the NBA.
That competitive edge has made Stockton a Hall of Fame player. Yet off the court, he remains the most anonymous of superstars.
With John, the most important thing to him is his family, his wife and his children. Superstar, that'll go in 5 or 6 years after he's done, but the kind of a son he is and the kind of a person, he's got that the rest of his life.
Stockton steals. There it is. Stockton stole the ball. Stockton stole the ball. He's the all-time leader in the history of the game.
Obviously, he realizes he's a superstar in what he's doing, but he tries to pretend that he's not. He just wants to win, just wants to be a good teammate, you know, and when it's all over, I'm sure that he just wants to walk right down the corridor and get in his car and go back to Spokane, Washington, and nobody ever see him again.